Good morning, art lovers, and welcome to my gallery, which also happens to double as my bedroom. Um, Today we're going to paint a picture. It's going to take a few days to accomplish, 4 or 5. I don't hurry things. I get exhausted after about 2 hours of painting. But we're going to paint a scene from Zion National Park, which is similar to the one over my shoulder here, which I painted recently and I was very happy with. So let's get started. This is a scene that I really like. I love the way the creek leads you into the picture. I love the colors on the trees and the creek and the rocks, and it'll be a real challenge for me. I put a grid on the canvas and also a grid on the iPad using an app to help me transfer the image from the 3:4 proportion of the iPad to the 12:16 proportion of the canvas. Works out very well. Leonardo da Vinci did this, by the way. Okay, now I've got it blocked out pretty well. The next objective is to cover the entire canvas with color. Nothing's more scary than a blank white canvas. Just want to block it in, get everything down, and then start working on it, refining it. So the objective here is simply to fill in the spaces with the color to get started on the painting. It's a start. There's nothing more challenging than a blank white canvas, as I said, and we want to get that taken care of as soon as possible. I paint very fast, not this fast, but I'm a fast painter. And sometimes I think that helps me, other times I think it gets in my way. But I want to get it all covered up here. Okay, now it's all blocked in, got rid of all that white canvas. That was exhausting. And the general objective here is just to, as I said, cover the canvas. There's a lot of work that needs to be done yet, but it's a start, and we'll go from there. If you go out on a clear day and look at the sky, you'll see that it's a lot lighter at the horizon than it is up higher. And we try to achieve that in the painting to give it added depth, not just to the sky, but to the overall painting to make it more three-dimensional. With the rocks, it's all a story about shadows and highlights and darks and lights, trying to get all of that together. Again, the objective is to make it look three-dimensional. It's a lot nicer and easier and better and more fun to actually paint on site, plein air it's called, because you see things that you just can't see in a photograph. You see the color in the shadows when you're outside. You don't see it in a photograph. It makes it more challenging to paint from a photograph. This is my little brush that I use for painting bushes and shrubs and trees. It costs $1 at Ace Hardware. It's a stiff bristle. You can't do anything except what I'm doing with it. It's totally useless for any other purpose. I don't know what it's used for if you didn't use it for oil painting. Okay, so today we begin day 3, tackling the water. I'm pretty happy with where I am so far. I got a little work to do on the bushes on the left, make them a little more three-dimensional. Like the rocks, I may change that one in the far background a little bit. Anyway, let's get started. I'm trying to paint the water in a technique called paint what you see, examining the photograph carefully and trying to duplicate the colors in the hopes of making it represent a good water scene when it's accomplished. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. That water is awful. Been checking it out, looking at it, staring at it, thinking about it. And it's got to be redone. That's all there is to it. It's too complicated. And also the bushes on either side are too uniform in size. And I don't like the little highlights. So I got things to fix. Take care of it. Bye. Well, somewhere along the way, I forgot the video of, I did redo the shrubbery on either side of the creek, and I like it a lot better now. I'm still struggling with the water, as you can see. Well, I'm still not sure if I like the water, but I'm going to sit with it for a day or two and just sort of hang it up on the wall and stare at it. So, we begin day 5 with a pretty good painting and with some refinement that I'm going to work on today. It may become an excellent painting, so stand by. I'm going to redo the sky just to clean it up a little bit, and also the distant mountains to make them a little more look like they're part of the same kind of rock that's in the foreground. Next, I'm going to add a few more shrubbery bushes in the break up the creek a little bit. It's too straight and too linear. It really wouldn't be like that, so see how that works. I'm going to touch up the water. There were a couple of things that bothered me. See if I can improve it a little bit. Well, this painting is now complete. I'm happy with it. The water is such a challenge for me. I think I'll do another painting that doesn't have water in it pretty soon. Anyway, I like it. I'll frame it and hang it on my wall. So thank you very much for watching.